Currently have some ridge vent on here. This is a metal ridge vent. It actually has the proper screws in it. So right here is a screw. Here's what's wrong with that. It actually creates like a little dent, and the water actually sits around these screws sometimes. So the water gets in here and they start to rust and go bad. And as soon as something rusts, you can actually pull it off. These ones have survived pretty decent. This ridge vent used to be the way to go. It's a cheap metal. It's almost as thick as an aluminum can. But because it had good fasteners on it, it stayed on this roof. But it's really fast, cheap to put on. So a lot of roofers like to use that. Another thing about these is a lot of times squirrels will get in here. They'll mess with this plug right here. They'll actually rip this plug out and they'll go inside the house. They'll chew on this plug. So I try not to use these because of that. You get some squirrels messing with your house. It's not a good thing. Here is the new ridge vent that we put on. It actually looks much cleaner, nicer than the original, but inside of here is some baffles that actually, as the air moves across this, it creates a suction. So in the center here, there's a cutout in the roof, and it's way up inside underneath here, and it's actually drawing the hot air out. To me, this system is much more secure. I've lived in Florida almost my entire life, and during hurricanes, we come to job sites and we see that cheap aluminum blow off more than we see anything else. So a lot of that though is part of the install problems, but I would tend to stay away from the aluminum ridge vents. It's a really cheap 10 can system. It's not near as good as this system. This system actually draws the hot air out.